So we've seen a bit about how to use classes and get the objects and access their information. Just want to show you one last thing that you can do with them. And if you get it, then there's a pretty good chance you're getting a good idea of like how Java and the whole idea of an object-oriented programming language is going to work. So just check out this code here. It doesn't serve any huge purpose, but it's more about the yes, you can do this. So here in my runner, what I had done is I had given Paul couple objects, right? And he has objects. Now what I want to do is just want to show you that you can do stuff like this. I could say movie temp equals, hey Paul, give me your favorite movie. This here, totally fine. And now you could take this reference to Paul's movie and you could start to use it in your code. So, I'm always doing system outs here, right? But I could go, if temp dot name dot equals, Star Wars is true, then do some code. And make that work. And you'll see here I get no red lines. So the idea is you can sort of extract the objects out and save them inside of other reference variables. The other thing you can do is you can do stuff like this. Let's say I want Paul to have a whole new set of lucky numbers. And instead of going through the class and, doing this, and using their methods and doing a bunch of work, if I just want to start totally fresh, one thing you can do is you could just do something like this. I could say, hey Paul, set your luckies equal to new lucky numbers. And now Paul has a whole fresh new lucky numbers object in memory. Now that object isn't going to be at the same spot. What ends up happening is, watch where my cursor goes, maybe it makes it up here in memory. This arrow no longer points to this lucky numbers object. The reference now points up to that new one up here in the corner. Now what happens to this old one? You don't even have to worry about it. Java just sort of handles it, and when your program ends, it chucks it away. But technically, the old lucky numbers object, if that's what you want to call it, is sitting there in memory, and it just sort of sits there. If that memory is ever needed for another object, maybe it gets overwritten, maybe it doesn't, but either way, you don't have to worry about it. The main point is this reference now points up to a new area in memory, because that's exactly what this line does. Set the memory address equal to the memory address of that new object, and you get a new lucky numbers array, address there. Anyways, that's the kind of stuff you're going to see being done in our future code, right, as we're typing along. So if that sort of stuff makes sense, that's good. I think you got a decent handle on classes and classes. And now what we have to do is we have to start using classes and learning about other classes that you can put into your objects to make your programming really good. Thanks for watching.